Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get started with creating our own consistent characters using a really great tool called AI Toolkit, specifically for the new WAN 2.2 models. If you've ever struggled with getting a character to look the same across different images and even videos, then you're in the right place. We'll be setting this all up locally, so you can train your own unique characters whenever you want. So what exactly is AI Toolkit? Think of it as an AI tool that makes it much easier to train your own custom LoRA models, which helps influences your generation towards a specific style or character. The great thing about the AI Toolkit is that it works with the latest WAN 2.2 models, which are fantastic for generating high-quality visuals. This means we can create a character LoRA, and then use it to generate that same character in different scenes, poses, and even in video clips. You don't need to be a technical wizard to get this running, and it's a powerful way to get that visual consistency that can be so hard to achieve otherwise. Before we get into the setup, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in more in-depth guides, one-click installers for various local AI projects, from image and video generation to text-to-speech, that's the place to be. Gold tier members also get a pretty cool perk: a free custom WAN or Flux LoRA trained by me every single month, on top of all the other benefits. It's a great way to support the channel and get some extra help with your creative projects. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more great AI content. Alright, let's pick up where we left off. Now that you have a general idea of what AI Toolkit is, let's get it set up so we can start training. For this demonstration, I'll be using a cloud GPU service called RunPod, but if you have a powerful enough setup at home, you can absolutely run this locally. To train these WAN 2.2 LoRAs, you're going to need a good amount of VRAM, I'd say a minimum of 24 GB, which is why a service like RunPod is a great option. They offer some seriously powerful GPUs, like the new RTX 5090s and even H100s. If you do have the hardware and want to go the local route, a GitHub user named Tavris1 has created a handy one-click installer that makes the process much simpler. You would just head over to the AI Toolkit Easy Install GitHub repository, go to the releases page and download the zip file. From there, you'll place it in its own folder, unzip it, and then just double-click the bat file to start the installation. For today, we'll stick with RunPod. If you're new to their service, they're currently offering a bonus for new signups. If you use a referral link and spend at least $10, you get a random credit bonus between $5 and $500. I'll leave my referral link down in the description if you want to check that out. Once you're signed in, go to the pod submenu and select your GPU. I'll be using the RTX 5090 for this session, which offers 32 GB of VRAM, perfect for training these WAN LoRAs. The next step is to select the right template. Scroll down, and if it's not already there, click on Change Template and search for the Ostris AI Toolkit Official Community Template. Once you have that selected, just hit the Deploy button and let it set up your pod. You'll know it's ready to go when the HTTP service port turns green. Just click on that, and it will open the AI Toolkit login screen. If it asks for a password, just type in password and you'll be greeted by the main user interface. First things first, we need a dataset. This is a collection of images of the character you want to train the model on. For the WAN model, I'd suggest using at least 10 clear, high-resolution images. I have heard of people getting good results with fewer, but more is generally better. Try to get a variety of different poses and settings to give the AI a good understanding of your character. Once you have your images ready, navigate to the Datasets tab in the AI Toolkit UI and click the New Dataset button. Give your dataset a name, and then you can start dragging your images right into the Upload field. After your images are uploaded, you can add captions. Now, since we're just training a character, we don't need super descriptive captions for each image. I found that a single, unique trigger word works perfectly for activating the character later on. For this example, I'll use the trigger word Sarah Taylor for all the images. With our dataset ready, let's head over to the new job menu to configure the training itself. This is where we tell the AI exactly how to learn our character. Start by giving your LoRA file a name. Right below that, add the same trigger word you use for your dataset captions. This is what you'll use in your prompts later. For the model architecture, make sure you select the normal WAN 2.2 14B model. This one is great for both image and video generation. Also, ensure the low VRAM option is checked, as this will help prevent memory issues during training. Next, you'll see options for the high noise and low noise WAN models. You can train for both, but it can take a lot longer. I personally prefer to just train on the low noise model. I find it makes things simpler and gives me more stable results, but feel free to experiment with both to see what works best for you. As for the rest of the settings, I'd recommend leaving them at their default values unless you really know what you're doing. They're pretty well optimized. The one thing I do sometimes change is the number of training steps. The default of 3,000 can be a bit much. I've gotten excellent results somewhere between 2,500 and 2,750 steps, so I'll lower it slightly for this run. The last thing to set up is the sample image generation. This feature will create test images at different points during the training so you can see how it's progressing. Make sure the number of frames is set to 1. Then, add your trigger word to the sample prompts to make sure the LoRA is activated during these tests. You can use the default prompts or write your own. Once everything is configured, hit the Create Job button to save your settings. To start the training, just click the play button in the top menu bar. The system will begin downloading all the necessary models, and then the training will kick off. AI Toolkit does a great job of showing you the progress right in the UI, including the number of steps completed. What's really cool is that you can go to the Samples tab at any time to see those test images being generated. This gives you a fantastic visual idea of how well the LoRA is learning your character. When the person in the sample images starts to consistently look like your character from the dataset, you know you're getting close. The system will also save checkpoints of your LoRA at different intervals. You can access and download these from the checkpoints panel on the side. Once you're happy with a checkpoint, you can download it and drop it right into your comfyui or ForgeUI workflows to start generating your own images and videos. I've made videos in the past showing how to set up the WAN 2.2 video model in comfyui and a basic ForgeUI install, which will get you up and running quickly. And of course, if you want to skip the setup hassle, you can find one-click Windows installers for all these projects, including a pre-configured comfyui for WAN 2.2 text to image workflow over on my Patreon page. So that's the whole process. This really is a great way to start creating consistent characters for your own projects. I encourage you all to give it a try, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.